Well, hello there, everyone, and how are you guys? I hope doing fabulous, yes. Well, before we get into this entertaining video, I would just like to remind you guys to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not subscribed already. And what would you like to say with that, Lady Crone?
Baby Crone said it all.
Yes.
Subscribe, like us, and please leave a comment.
Yes. Sunflowers.
Hello, my sunflowers. I'm back. I just did a video. It's uploading, and it was just me really wanting to tell you how I felt. I have to be able to say how I feel and not worry if I'm offending someone or people going to leave, because I've had several people, quite a few people just leave. I can't control that, and I'm not going to. So I'm going to be me. Thank God that I'm not eating off of this, right? So if you rock with us, you rock with it. If you don't, I see it. I get it. But we're going to be us over here. And we hope that you be a part of this family and learn to just be you and accept people for who they are and how they think, even if it's different than yours, because that's what you call loving your neighbor. Loving your neighbor is loving somebody who's in opposition of you, who don't think like you, who don't share the same views as you. That's what loving your neighbor is. What good is it if I'm going to love you and we share the same thing? Well, that's easy. But love somebody who's opposite of you. Learn to love them, and then you got the point of Jesus. Now, with that, I really want to go in before it gets dark, because I don't want to see my focus. And Baby Crone want me to read on the Diddler. So first thing people say, they believe he's going to get out. They believe he's going to get out. Is the president going to let him out? Okay, so this is done. And I want to pick out my cards here, and I'll come back to them. And Baby Crone, once I do them, I want you to shuffle them up over there for me and then bring them back to me.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'll shuffle them up when I go to use them, but I really want them shuffled because I don't have the time. Okay. So my first question would be, is the president going to allow him a pardon where he can come home? President Trump, when he takes office, is he going to allow for him to come, Diddy, and along with those other people who stormed, what was it? The Capitol. Let's see. Here, it says it's a mountain. I don't think so. No, he's not going to do it, according to the card. Next question is P. Diddy dying? Question says, yes. But I don't know if he's dying because we all are dying. I don't know. But here it's about money. So let's see if it's money, because money should be good. Yes?
Yes.
Money is good. So let's see how it is. But let's don't lose context in what we're saying, right? So here, this is about money. So this is about prosperity. This is about being abundant and rich and wealthy. This is about material and financial success, correct?
Yes.
So what would money have to deal with a block and obstacles? Could that mean that I can have all the money in the world, but money can't save me now because that's the block? Could that be it?
Yeah, that's a good point.
So we need a tiebreaker. Mm-hmm. Let's see. The tiebreaker would be love. Playing hardball. So we have mountain, we have money, and love. Now, when you have two yeses and a no, what does that mean? Maybe
with a leaning to a yes.
Maybe he's dying. But we need a tiebreaker. Here we go. No.
No, it's a definite maybe.
It's definitely a maybe. And the question was, is Diddy dying? And these are the three cards that I picked to describe the situation. Mm-hmm. Prosperity, money issues. Not that money issues, money. And I'm thinking it could be dying from the lifestyle. Mm-hmm. And I got to be understanding how death is. Because for me and my home. Death is just dying away of this flesh to go into who you are, to evolve into another you, because we are life and we are energy and we don't die. We just keep evolving and doing just like until it does die out. I don't know what that would be. It would probably be you bust into something else. There could be a tree that's down in that ground and the world could just be disintegrated. But in another 50 years, that same dirt can come alive, and that DNA that was done, it's like that. You can't destroy it. Mm-hmm. So where are you going to dump it? You can't throw it in the atmosphere. It's just going to land back. You can't throw it in the universe because we're all on planets. Mm-hmm. So what belonged to this planet belonged to this planet. Whether it's operating or not operating, whatever, it's here. You can't get rid of it. You can't destroy it. It's either it's going to evolve, disintegrate, or evolve into something else. It'll never be, and that will be on any planet you go to. Make sense?
Yes.
So when I'm talking about here about Diddy, I'm wondering, is it saying this is a death of his kingdom, of being the financial man with authority? Could it be a death of, because the first card says a mountain, mm-hmm. where the president will not give him a pardon. That was a no, but it did have a yes under it too.
Yes.
Right. When I did that card, I was twixt in between, because sometimes a mountain can be a hindrance. It can be a block. It can stop you from seeing. It can weigh you down. It can be heavier than you. It can be blinding. However, a mountain can get you to the top where you can see everything. So I have to figure out how are these cards are playing with each other so I can come up with an answer. So we see here, I'm saying in this case, this mountain is a negative, because we're dealing with a negative situation, right? Okay, so money, but I can't look at the money because it didn't seem like his money helped him in this. So that's a negative. So now when I see love, all the love he had, wasn't his name Brother Love?
Yes.
So I see when it came down to love, it said deep affection, intense feelings, pleasures, which we know he know a lot about, passion, strong desires. He knows what that's about when we think about how he hit that woman. That was a strong desire. Yes. Mm-hmm. Desires don't have to be good. You can have a strong desire to steal. You can have a strong desire to do any of the 7 deadlies. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, because desires passion don't always mean to be good. You know, you can have passion and it's all lovey-dovey, but there is a passion of hate. So, you know, everything is having the balance, duality when you're dealing with love or when you're dealing with money. And everything here is dealing with a duality. So here, when I'm dealing with love, I'm also dealing with living in a moment, because sometimes love is a fleeting thing and you just enjoy it. Is he there for a fleeting moment? The point is, at this point, I don't really think that the government already designed the people who made the people hate him.
Yes.
So now that the people hate him, it's no way that we could ever expect this man to walk the street and be free. Being in prison right now is the best place for him. And I say that, but being home and having someone guard his home 24/7. But then what do I know? I have to read cards because I just don't know inside myself. And then the word here is outside, and that's a no. So that means no, he shouldn't be outside. And it says not in. So if you're not in, you're out, left out. A contemplation of a thought, no, not favorable. It's just not good for you. It's not in the norm for you to be out. No, the final conclusion, art, no, pushed away, going against, not invited. And no, we don't want to liberate you. So here we got 4 cards. What do we do about that?
Yeah, that's very questionable.
I done shuffled these, but I'm going to go in again.
The cards made it sound like Diddy should not be free.
Said no. I'm trying. They all had maybe, no, maybe, but yes and yes. So these are all when you look at it. So let's go to these and let's see what these say.
Yes.
Okay, that's all we got. This.
Yes, we need a better picture painting.
All right. But I think we already know.
Yes.
We know the answer, but let's just be clear. Judgment, under mountain, under money, someone leaving, under love, under love, what do we have? We have the high priestess, the goddess, and under outside, we have labor. So when I see judgment, the one thing that I see for judgment is a pardon. Judgment is about a pardon, but I'm getting the sense of a pardon is you're going to have to pay. The best way I'm receiving this is penance. Like your lashes will be, you will spend these many years in prison. That would be your penance for what you've done. Does that make sense? And yet, through that, if you change your heart, if you think better and become better, it will work for you when you die.
Okay.
Does that make sense? That's what I'm getting out of here. For money, it's like that world, that life, all the money you have mean nothing to you. That life is a life that has gone by. You will never, ever spend that kind of money ever in prison. Ever. Unless you spend it on the outside for someone. Your money will rot with you. Do you understand? It's no way nobody's going to bring you in the fancy dinners and wait on you. That lifestyle. So the lifestyle that we talked about earlier,
yes.
The lifestyle that he had has died. It is a part of the past. No more. That's a lifestyle with heavy heart. So we see here that everything that Diddy is going through is a spiritual torment. He is dying. He's being stripped away of everything on the inside. And as we go on, when it comes down to even love, the high priestess show up, her and her many phases of the moon. What moon phase are we in tonight?
Ooh.
So she shows up in her phases of the moon. The moon phase is going to tell us a lot. When you tell me about that phase of the moon, baby Crone. Baby Crone, how you like the way I'm reading this?
Yes, I do like it. Yes, as I thought, a half a moon.
Oh, come on. What does the half a moon mean?
Waxing at that, so therefore the moon is
getting bigger.
Yes.
Getting bigger. So that means it's coming alive.
Like revealing.
So it's revealing. So it's coming alive. So that's good. But in order to see the moon, you have to be outside. So we do see him outside. So is a picture coming?
Yes.
What is the picture you're getting?
That
from what the cards say, what pictures are you getting?
That he could be inside of like a jail cell that could have like a window that allows him
like
to
limitation. You feeling a sense of limitation?
Yes.
Like there will be light, but it's limited. Like some sort of limited lighting. That's the best I can get. But I definitely get to see he sees the light. However, all of this is a dying.
Yes.
This is truly a death
of his old lifestyle.
Of who he was. Now he will just be Sean. The name Diddy he probably was shy, and about another 2 years, the name somebody say shit Diddy, he'd be like this. When men look at him, they'll look at him and laugh. They'll taunt him now. They'll call him everything and laugh at his sexual escapades. The freaks would want him. And I'm talking about those men that are in jail that take other men. They are freaks to me.
Mm-hmm.
That you can't control, or it's freak meaning freakish.
Mm-hmm.
To do it and pass him on. Ugh. Anyway, to know that he will have to forever be protected.
Yes.
What life does he have outside of that, or taking his own? As Beyonce said, that would be up to Diddy. That would be whatever his cross is, it will be up to him whether or not he bear it. Do I see Diddy dying? I see Diddy dying persona.
Yes.
I see a persona of Diddy dying. I see a mask of Diddy dying. I see the face. I used to always call him Dorian Gray, and what's the name I used to call him? Kaiser Sose.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's always be with Kaiser Sose, what he was able to do was at the end, he was acting crippled. And then at the end, he just started acting crippled, and slowly he just started walking normal. Mind blowing. In the movie Dorian Gray, he could, as long as he was doing evil, the face stayed young. The moment that the evil was stripped, and it's like he's Satan and held in prison and bound and can't do nothing. He can't do nothing. And he's bound and he can't do it. So his face, you're starting to see the gray. I have no idea, but I'm saying this is what I see in my mind. I just see him evolving into just your old regular, smegular, 50-something-year-old man.
Mm-hmm.
His teeth are going to start looking too bright for his mouth.
Oh.
The diamonds are going to be stupid because it won't fit the style. It'll always be a reminder to somebody, you're the one. Every time he smell, oh, that was you. You was that guy. You just remind me. This is the life that is set before him. There is no freedom. Even if you let him out today, he has no freedom. Everywhere he walk, he'll be like Cain with a mark on his forehead because everybody will spot him. And if not, little boys will want to fight him. You understand what he's up against? Mm-hmm. Is there anything? Did I go into a rant, or was I making sense?
Yeah, you're making sense.
This is the high priestess.
Yep, just remembering who Diddy was and who he now will become. Who
he is becoming. This is who he's becoming. And at the end of the day, he's going to have to look when everything, and this is it. This is the last of it, because we done went through 4 phases. When you was an infant, when you was an adolescent, when you was a mature person, and now you're old. So yes. We went through 4 phases, just as you went through 4 seasons. We went through 4 seasons, and now on the last end here, he's just at an 8. Meaning he ain't over, but he ain't as fast. He's slow, and now he's laboring at what? What is he going to do with his character? He's got to make peace with all the fragment pieces, all the wicked things that he's done, everything. He's going to sit alone and rock with them, or either he's going to live and become somebody great in prison, write books. I don't know how to not become me or whatever, the face of a monster. He's going to be faced with his mortality. And in any event, let's say that he decided at the end that he said, I will delete. Well, I'm telling you, this is what is going to be the ultimate. I don't even know how to make that clear. Do you understand what I'm saying? What are you saying? Just in case. What am I saying? Just in case. Without saying what I'm saying, what am I saying? So I want people to know that this is what I'm saying, and I don't set back on it. This is what I'm saying. I feel it so strongly. Go ahead.
Yes, that how could I say this without?
That's what I'm saying. So I need you to help me. You the educated one.
That Diddy,
excuse me,
maybe like, as they say in like your depressed, sad, lonely, broken heart stages,
don't make it like a little baby. He's a grown man who's done heinous acts.
Yes.
And caused thousands to stumble.
Yes, but if we're going to ask if Diddy is dying, and he's seeing his reality, that maybe that could be so heartbreaking that
as he disintegrates,
yes, and with a broken heart,
that he dies, that would be his choice, though. He can rise up, and make books. He could rise up and say the face of a monster. He could. It's so many things he can do, right? Or he could sink so low and get so lost in the pit that he never rise again.
Yes.
But that would be his choice, because there is no other choice for him. Go ahead.
Another way to phrase it.
Thank you, baby.
Yes.
Thank you.
He can get stuck in the sunken place or rise up out the sunken place.
You got to fight to rise up out it. And that movie, The Sunken Place, that boy was fighting to get out that place. So but that would be up to him. That will be solely up to him. And at the end, he will be left with his mortality.
Yes.
You understand? When the doors are closed, the last judge has spoken, the last ballot of the jurors has been down, and it's done. There is nothing. It is it. Boom. Over for you. You know the years, because will be time. And the card said no. In this case, it says no. It is a new beginning for him. It did. The judgment card is good. And it is a new beginning for him. But it is a new beginning for him, not in the world. It's a new beginning for him spiritually.
Yes.
To strip of everything he's ever done in this life. Is he man enough to deal with it? Whatever the decision will be up to him. Remember this video.
Yes.
Did that make sense?
Yes, that does make sense.
And I'm understanding sometimes things just have to go through a process. You'll know the kind of man he'll be. Especially if we make it, because we don't know, because he's going through a stripping right now. Remember, judgment. He's going through a stripping. And the next card, the next season, what we see, he's moving away. He's moving away from all that money, that glitz and that glam and all of that. You know, after a while, the lawyers are going to be gone, right?
Yes.
Here, when it comes down to love, even far in a sunken place, here's the high priestess. He's down there in the shadows and in the gallows of emotion, in the ocean of emotions, and having to find his way out. He's on a number 8, where he's only dealing with a short time, because he's already in there in his 50s. So, so he's an older man going in. So most of his good days are left behind him. And now when they look at his 54? So your days are slimmer. You understand what I'm saying? So here he's at an 8 level. Yes. So that means he will spend his old age in prison. Even if they gave him 30 years, he probably won't live to see the light of physical freedom day. His life will always probably be under light. They may say 40 years, but he may not live to be 40 years. Do you understand? We don't know. because of the lifestyle he lived, because of all of the lean, because of all of the pink stuff powder, because of all of the toxins that he has taken in over the years. We don't know. Those things don't start showing up until you're old. And right now, he's about to face all that. As he go through his menopause, as he go through all of this, he will be going through it alone. And when you look at it, there's another one, a wealthy rich man who has nothing at all. And that is my read. Is there any question you want to ask before we leave out of this thing? Do you want to know if people? I think the cards are saying it's up to him.
Yeah.
If you want to say if somebody going to M him,
that's a difference.
That's a different question.
Will somebody
try to? I don't know.
Will they pull a Jeffrey Epps on us?
You know how I feel about that.
Exactly.
So will somebody take an attempt on him?
Mm-hmm.
Will someone take an attempt on his life?
Yes.
Will there be an attempt on his life while he's in prison or in the holding cells? Too many. Thank you. Then I don't have to use them because they ain't show up, because I would have to read all of them. Because now when they show it, I try to just let them, unless I see them, I don't like you, but okay. All right. Uh-oh. No. I said I would have to use them, right? But I'm doing like this. Sorry. I didn't like them. This is the last one. This is the last one. Okay, here we go. All right. So the question is, will someone try to take his life?
Yes.
Well, that's positive.
Yes, it is.
That's positive. Positive, I would say. What I see, and I'm going to tell you what I really see. What I see positive. I see the Ace of Cups. That's like spring. That's like love. It's like we're doing the best for you. We're doing everything we can within our power, according to the law, for someone in your predicament to make it pleasurable. As it's no pleasure where he's at, but that's all we can do. The second thing, you're set aside because of the crime that you have committed. So you're in a holding place. You set away. You can't be put with popular public. So now you're set away with you and you alone. No, there is no one there to share or talk or whatever. He is alone. That is what I see. There may be a guard or somebody he talked to, but I do not see him sharing a cell with anyone. And honestly, I do not see him having really communication. However, I do see him speaking to his family. However, I see when it comes down to love, I see that he is facing everything that he's loved. Everything that he's loved, because it's right here where the love is. So it's everything. He knows when it comes down to that money, that lifestyle is gone. So here I'm looking at love. And when I see love, I just see love here. And just a time out, I do not see anyone that is taking away his liberty to live. I see he'll be too guarded because the queen is there with her back face as if she could see. I just don't see it happening. However, at this last card, that outside card, feeling left out, feeling all this, it's back to the same thing, feeling left out, feeling emotional, feeling going this isolation, feeling limited, the life that he don't know, he is twixt in between of what he's going to do. That will be up to Diddy.
Yes.
Did that make sense?
Mm-hmm, it is.
And that's my read. That's it. Did you have anything else?
No, I think we answered all the questions.
Was that clear enough?
That really nailed in the hammer.
That will be up to Diddy. For real. Because he's going to be faced with himself in this life. Whether he chooses to stay or run, that will be up to him. And this is my read for now. If I felt anything is going to change, I will come back and do another reading. But right now, this is what I feel. I don't feel as though no one is going to take his life while he's locked away. However, I think he's guarded. However, but it's not them, it's himself, the depression. And he's going through a very, very dark time. All of the cards are showing it. Other than here. And this is like here, he's like working like a slave. Working like a slave, what? With shedding, dealing, coping. This is wearing him out. Dealing with this, waking up every day knowing this is it. Being afraid with bugs or mice or, oh, I can't. Use your imagination. Mine is tapped out. With that, I love you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please, if you like the thumbs up, if you have a comment, please leave it. That is my that is my soul reading on Diddy. Sean Diddy Combs, P. Diddy, right? Sunflowers.